Welcome back to the Snorefest.
If you've been watching both of these videos,
You're a legend.
me a direct message, and I will thank you personally.
All right.
Okay, anyway.
Now it's time for the NFC.
It's time for the NFC. Now, we're going to do the NFC East first. I'm going to pick the Cowboys to win 11 games. The Cowboys to go 11-5 and win the NFC East. Talented team that underachieved last year. This team actually knows some players. Dak Prescott, Elliott, and Mari Cooper. There's a lot of good players on that team.
Michael Gallup.
I like the way
CeeDee
they play.
Lamb.
Okay. CeeDee Lamb maybe do a good job as a rookie. But I think that's a talented team. Second place, another talented team. I think it's going to go 10-6, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz, if he stays healthy, we'll see what happens in that regard.
Miles Sanders had a good year last year.
Miles Sanders, they have a pretty good defense. So, and then third place, they're going to take the Giants. The Giants are going to go 6-10. Daniel Jones is in second year. We'll see how he does.
And then we've got the Washington football team.
The Washington football team. We don't need to get into a political discussion.
Previously known as
horrible. Dwayne Haskins. Although they have Alex Smith, who broke his leg severely a couple of years ago. He had a blood, and he could have died really. That's how serious.
Did he bleed a lot?
Was. Yeah. He's recovered and he's on the team now. And Alex Smith comes in. I'm rooting for him. And Matthew knows I've never been the biggest Alex Smith fan in the world.
Check down, man.
But he's a tough guy now, and I want to see him play.
All right, now to the NFC North.
Yeah, I was waving to anywhere again. The NFC North is going to be the Vikings are going to win the division this year. I think they're going to go 11-5. With Kirk Cousins, I expect them to have a good season. They have talent on that team. They've underachieved a little bit. They did make the playoffs last year. They got smoked in the second round. Yeah, although they got rid of Stephon Diggs, Diggs, whatever.
They drafted
it's not
Justin.
a gigabyte like on your computer.
They drafted Justin Jefferson.
They drafted a receiver who should fill in for them. And they still have Adam Thielen. They can run the football well.
With Dalvin Cook.
Now this is a team.
Danielle Hunter on that
I'm
defense.
I'm going to pick this team next, and I just think they're so overrated. They've been overrated.
Packers 9-7.
No, I think they'll win 10 games. But they're supposed to be this and Super Bowl teams and all that. What do? They always peter out. They die out. Rodgers in the big games, besides 2010, really hasn't done a great job, unfortunately for him. I don't think they suck. I think they're good enough to make the playoffs, but I just think they're a little overrated. That's all.
Lions.
Third place, another team that underachieves, the Chicago Bears. Who's going to be the quarterback? Is it going to?
It's going to be Trubisky week 1.
Is it going to be Foles? Yeah, that's week 1. Are they going to go back and forth? Are they going to have a decision? Are they going to flip a coin? You can see who throws a harder pass. I don't understand why they don't find a way. I'd give Foles a chance because he's won a Super Bowl. Trubisky's won nothing.
But the thing is with Foles, he's never done really any well except for when he was in Philadelphia.
The last place team who I feel bad for, like the Browns and the Lions, you have Matthew Stafford, who's a good quarterback. Another guy who can't stay healthy in recent years. I can't name their skill position players. I don't know who they are because they are not a good team. I'm sorry. I'm not a good researcher, but I think they're going to go 6-10.
South.
Saints 12-4. I just think they're the better team. I know the hype machines around Brady and Tampa, but I just think the Saints
Breeze still have more years in him?
Maybe he does, but he played well last year. And they lost in overtime in the playoffs last year. It's not like they got smoked. I think that they have the best receiver in football, Michael Thomas.
Alvin Kamara, I heard, was on the trading block, actually.
Didn't have a good year last year, but he
was hurt, wasn't he?
They just, overall, their offense is good. Didn't they pick up a wideout, too, that's supposed to be good?
Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders. Excellent pickup for that team.
Well, you know them because you played for the Broncos.
I love that pick for them. That's great. He'll flourish on that team. Second base. Good Lord.
Second place.
Second place. We'll go with Tampa. Tampa will go 10-6. Brady will improve them. Obviously, Gronk going there as well, but they have other good receivers, and Mike Evans, and who's the other one?
Chris Godwin.
Is it Mike Evans? I used to. Who did Lee Evans play for? He was a player too.
Evans? Evans plays wide receiver.
No, but there was a Mike
Chris
Evans and a Lee Evans.
Lee Evans. You're thinking of the guy from Baltimore/Buffalo. The guy who dropped the pass against the Patriots.
Yeah, that's why, but they have Evans, okay.
And Chris Godwin.
Godwin's good. They should run the ball because their passing game is so good. But their defense is a little suspect, so I think that's going to hurt them.
The only reason why their defense was so suspect is because Jameis Winston threw all those picks.
Now we're going to go to another team that I just don't understand them at all.
Falcons?
And the Falcons, they made it to the Super Bowl, and they've just really gone south since. And then to make it worse, they have ugly new uniforms. Watch those in week 1. Your eyes are gonna bleed watching them. They're so pitiful.
Speaking of new uniforms, Tampa Bay brought back their good uniforms.
Tampa Bay brought back the 2002
The Warren Sapp
Warren
uniform.
Sapp jerseys, uniforms overall. But anyways, get back to the. Oh my God.
Panthers next?
Who did I pick? Who was I talking about?
The Falcons.
Atlanta. I didn't say anything about him. I think Ryan's a decent NFL quarterback. I'm gonna make them go 7-9. And I think the Panthers are gonna suck. That's just my opinion.
They have Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater, who's got promise. He's been injury prone in his career. Last year he played 4 games and he made a big contract off of 4 games. Well, we'll see if he can play 6.
Look at Brock
games.
Osweiler.
No, Teddy Bridgewater is better than Brock Osweiler. Let's not go there. 6-10.
Next up was the NFC West.
The NFC West. This is a division that anybody could win, really.
Even the Cardinals?
No, they suck. Sorry.
I mean, think
3
about it.
teams.
Like the last 5 years, the Seahawks have had.
Not sponsored by Diet Mug. Okay, sorry. You
Last
like to do
5
that.
years, the Seahawks have taken turns either getting first place or second place between another team. Think about it. 2015, they were Cardinals. 16, they were first. 17, they were second to the Rams. 18, they were second to the Rams. And 19, they were second to the
All right.
49ers. So
I
they,
think that this is the year that it's going to stay similar, but I like San Francisco to go 12-4. They might take a drop off, but they have a good defense. They can run the football. I like the coach in Shanahan's son. People don't know what I'm talking about. Mike Shanahan coached the Broncos from 1995, I think, to 2008, something like that. And his son's coached the 49ers for a few years now, I think 3 or 4. And I think they're going to do well. Second place again. I like Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. Seahawks will go 11-5. The problem with them is we don't know who their wideouts are. They have one
Metcalf.
Lockett.
and Metcalf.
So they're decent. They brought back Marshawn Lynch. Is he back again?
Yes, he's back.
He is? Oh, God. He's 116, that guy. Third place, the underachievers, the Los Angeles Rams, 8-8. Matthew knows how much I don't like Jared Goff. He makes $31 million a year to suck, basically. If I did my job like Jared Goff would do my job, I would be fired. But he's guaranteed $150 million. He's not very good. Last place, another overrated quarterback that people think is so great. I don't. The Cardinals, 6-10. I'm just not a fan of him. I'm sorry. I can't even say his name.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray is overrated. What did he throw last year? 20 touchdowns?
Yeah.
And they won Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Shouldn't the Rookie of the Year throw at least 30, 27, 28? Didn't even the guy who Mr. Overrated himself throw 27 with the Browns?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he threw 20. But I'm just not a fan. I'm sorry. Sorry for the negativity on all of this. It's hard. But I do like the 49ers in that division. Okay.
All right, now you're seeding.
My seeding's going to be...
San Francisco 1.
I picked San Francisco 12-4. What did I pick for Dallas?
11-5.
San Francisco 1, Dallas 2, Minnesota 3. Wait.
No, Saints 2.
The Saints 2. San Francisco, Saints, Dallas,
Vikings.
Vikings.
Then your wild cards are
Philadelphia for sure.
Green Bay.
Green Bay and Seattle.
Yeah. Well, Seattle's going to be the top one because you said 11-5.
Right, but I'm just naming who they are.
You know what I think about it? I think did you have any teams that went 10-6 that are going to miss?
No. 10-6 won't miss anyone with the extra spot.
Did you pick any teams that went 9-7 and could miss?
No.
All right.
I'm lucky I remember all the stuff that I picked with this brain.
All right, we'll pause here and do my picks.
And now it's my turn to do my NFC predictions, starting in the NFC East, with the Philadelphia Eagles going 10-6 and winning the division. The Eagles have shown that they can be a tough team at times, but they always know a way. They always find a way to get into the playoffs the last 3 years. Well, the first year they had a great year, and then the last 2 years they've snuck into the playoffs. Well, how do you explain it, Dad? 18 they snuck in as a wild card, and last year they snuck in.
They were 2 games behind and they made up for it.
Yeah.
Weren't they?
Yeah. Then
Weren't the Cowboys 8-6 and they were
Yeah.
6-8? Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Maybe they were 8-6, 7-7. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was, they beat the Cowboys. So I think this year the Eagles are going to go 10-6 and win the division. Carson Wentz will probably have a good year. Probably, if I had to guess, he's probably going to miss like either 1 or 2 games by injury. Just to be honest. Jalen Rieger's finally going to come in, but he's not going to come in week 2. All right, so Eagles 10-6, Cowboys 9-7. I still think that's a good team. That could be a wild card team. Giants 8-8, and the football team at
Who are the football teams? Some might
the
not know.
Washington, formerly known as the Redskins.
Go ahead. Okay. North?
No, I didn't say the record for I said pitiful.
Oh, pitiful. Sorry.
1-15.
13.
All right, the North I have what's it called? Minnesota at 10-6. I think Kirk Cousins can get the job done. Next up, I have Green Bay at 9-7. I think Green Bay's going to take a bit of a step back this year because they don't have very many good wide receivers. And I think the Lions will be 8-8 Lions will be 8-8 in average. And I think the Bears are going to be 6-10 or 5-11. 5-11 for the Bears.
Even with the new quarterback.
Yeah, it's not a new quarterback. It's it's Foles really.
He's a new quarterback to them.
All right, and then for the South, I got the Saints in at 13-3. I think the Saints are still a very powerful team. It's just they can't get over the hump, and they've gotten screwed.
Bad calls and bad play.
Bad calls, bad plays, yeah. And then so then I have Tampa Bay at 11-5.
Okay, good. Brady helps
them with all those teammates. Atlanta probably goes 8-8, and Carolina goes 4-12. And finally, the West. I see Seattle making a comeback on the division. I think Seattle's going to win the division at a 12-4 record. Then I think the 49ers will win another wild card at 10-6. Rams will probably go 8-8, and the Cardinals will go a pitiful 6-10. All right, so the playoff teams are 1 seed Saints, 2 seed Seahawks, 3 seed Eagles, 4 seed Vikings. The wild cards are Dallas, Green Bay, and Tampa Bay. Wait, hold on.
Not in order. Tampa Bay had 11 wins, but that's right. There were 2 9s and 11.
No. Kick out one of the teams. I think I said San Francisco was 10-6. Kick out one of the 9-7 teams.
All right, then Dallas.
Dallas gets kicked out. Then it would be
Tampa.
Then it would be Tampa at 10-6. Tampa at 11-5. I went to say Green Bay at 9-7, and
so Green Bay wins the tiebreaker over Dallas.
Yeah, and Seattle at
Seattle's winning the division.
Oh yeah, and San Francisco. So Tampa Bay 4. Tampa Bay is the 5. San Francisco's the 6, and Green Bay's the 7.
Right.